he wants to just go in black hole someone. Kind of hard to just go in black hole Medusa. To me, that's like the big linchpin of OG's lineup, but they have to get there. I think the secret lineup could come on faster than they anticipate. If they play with the Eidolons, Tusk Willow can do some nasty work in the early game, especially with night vision from Slark coming on, 15 to 20 time sort of period. So that's where that last pick Timber needs to do some work. He is the bulwark, so to say.
I don't know why,
to get
but
OG to that
that
point.
smiley from Amar feels so intimidating. He should just drops the have fun, and Amar's like, yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm going to have some fun, all right. Playing Timbersaw in maybe a really good Timbersaw game. And it also feels like you're talking about the Enigma matchup and like against the Dusa. I mean, there's the Phoenix as well.
Yes.
It is really not going to be that easy to get good black holes in. Again, Stone Gaze and Supernova both have this kind of like delayed stun through BKB thing.
Not to mention, there's this Puck who's playing versus kind of no real stuns. I mean, maybe you catch him in a Bramble or a Malefice and you can chain it, but otherwise, PCM should have a pretty good time just dancing around in these fights and being super annoying. It's another factor that's going to be obnoxious for this Enigma to have to deal with, who ideally wants to go Vessel in this game.
Ooh, look at this.
Zoning him off the deny.
They zoned him off of the waves, so he's not going to be able to get the deny at all.
He's going to take a crap ton of damage here.
Oh, dear. This is already a terrible start for Resolution in the off lane.
At least he doesn't have to use his TP, so he gets to save the mana cost. But yeah, nice boost from OG. Punish Enigma early and shoot insta TP bottom. We'll make sure that Amar gets to play this lane, doesn't get abused in the 2-on-1. You just don't want to give early stacks to the Slark. If you get to your level 3 and 4 on Timber, you can use the spam, use the pure damage to really annoy him. I've seen Amar go ham. I know you've seen it too.
Yeah. Already leveling the Whirling Death and putting some pressure on Puppey. So it is interesting that the Phoenix is going to be playing this lane rather than the Sven. I mean, we're talking about the melee range combo, right? Like, expected the Sven to be playing with the Dusa.
That was my idea, that this Sven Medusa lane is pretty strong. You can just mana versus Eidolons. Maybe Sven dies once or something, but you don't care. Phoenix, he wants a lot of levels. This is not a hero you want to get level starved. You're going to have to split the XP with Medusa, with Enigma denying some of it, and you're almost never going to get a pull versus Enigma lane with a melee hero.
Nice use of the shard there to block
Even
Taiga in.
forward.
He's going to die nice and early. So whatever plan they had with this Phoenix, I mean, I could kind of see it. Fire Spirits isn't that effective against the Slark in lane anyway, so maybe it's better to go up against the Enigma. Maybe combined with the Mystic Snake and Fire Spirits, they can kill some Eidolons.
I mean, it's also about the Tusk matchup. Like, Phoenix is a hero that historically does very well versus Tusk because he can't man up with tag team and just kill you.
Right.
I think that's part of the idea. I just think the way the lane's going to play out is rough for them.
We're going to need another replay for that one.
Solo kill.
Because apparently Nisha just soloed BZM, and I was going to say, like, another reason why it feels like it could be an OG 2-0 is the way that BZM popped off in that game 1. But Nisha seemed to put him in his place, maybe. Taiga may just be dying again. Zayed's getting in front of him. The Malefice with the Eidolons every once in a while getting in some attacks. Taiga's run out of Fire Spirits, and they're going to be able to hunt him down. Zayed's claims the last hit. 3-0, a team secret. Off to a flying start in this laning phase.
He has no teleport on Phoenix. He's going out here.
All right, here it is. Here's that kill. Looks like Nisha just found an opening to be able to run him down while the orb was on cooldown.
Nisha God. What can you do? And very fast start from Secret. I think this is exactly what they want for their lineup in this game. They get some momentum going, especially for the Enigma, who needs to buy the early utility items in this Vessel to help deal with Timber. It's going to give Secret the early firepower they need to take over the map and punish this huge teamfight lineup from OG.
Oh, and now with the Phoenix who has to walk out to lane, it's leaving Yuragi all alone. A beautiful shard that sets up a 4th kill. Team Secret already with 1,000 net worth lead in 3 minutes.
And earn charges for Enigma.
Oh, he's got an earn already?
Yeah, he is super happy with that one. This is an absolute disaster of a lane for OG, which is not what they want for this Medusa versus Enigma. If Enigma gets the start, he's going to take the tower, invade the jungle. Taiga's still level 1. Yeah, this mid lane not going much better either.
And it does mean, like, they're going to reach this awkward timing, right, where the Dusa doesn't really do anything for them. And, well, they're going to rely heavily, I think, on the Timbersaw to pull a lot of weight.
It's kind of coming down to Amar very fast here in terms of you're going to have to take the early fights, try and defend the towers. Remember, this is a Templar Assassin lineup for Secret. They can do early Roshans as well. using the Willow and Enigma as the backbone for the team fight, this game can accelerate really fast if they get off to a lead. This is not a game OG wants to fall behind in.
So
I
think
they're okay being
uh,
a little behind, but not significant.
I think we haven't talked about the Timbersaw change. There was a change to the reactive armor, which in some cases is a buff and in some cases is a nerf. We'll wait for this little fight to play itself out. Crystal is going to be pushed away. Does get pretty low, but he has a healing salve, so he'll be okay.
Trees are not your friend, and Eidolons are not Yuragi's friend.
It looks like they get a double for it.
Oh, man. Rezo is having the game of his life right here.
Yeah, this dynamic duo of Zayats and Resolution are actually just destroying the laning phase of OG.
So much for that cheeky play before the lane.
Yeah, seriously. I was like, oh, man, this is a really bad start, but Resolution undeterred.
I mean, there's just nothing to kill the Eidolons. Phoenix does not kill the Eidolons. Sure, you can spirit them, you can slow their attack speed, but if you can't kill these things, they're absolute monsters, and Tusk auto locks you in no matter what.
Nice use there, BZM using the Waiting Rift to jump away right as Nisha went for the meld attempted hit. So that was just a wasted bit. But at the same time, was it a waste? Nisha had to spend 35 mana. Puck, I don't know how much Waning Rift costs, but certainly more than 35. Thank you. 100 mana.
Someone is going to have to stem this Enigma lane bleeding, because Rezo is absolutely gigantic. Arcane Boots earned, double charge, level 5 already. Level 3 Eidolon summon coming up here with the Catapult Wave, with the Flag Bearer creep.
Yeah, but who's going to do it, though? Like, the puck can rotate, but I feel like you need that extra bit of push. And I feel like the supports on the side of OG are pretty low damage. I mean, it's a level 2 Phoenix and an under-leveled Phoenix, yeah.
There's no one who can come up here and stop this, really. BZM cannot go up here. He's having a rough time as it is. You know, he's getting solo killed. He's behind by pretty much an entire level on mid, getting completely out CS'd here with this TA puck matchup. Rune spawning top, won't even get it. It's gonna get denied here.
Yeah, Taiga will grab it just to keep it out of the hands of Nisha. Not like Nisha really cares. He doesn't have a bottle. He's just playing to farm.
The saving grace for OG might be that they can leave this Timber alone. Try and use both their supports to stem this bleeding.
Yeah, but what about the saving grace for Yuragi?
He
needs some saving. He just cuts himself into the trees, but there's no way out.
He's prolonging the inevitable here.
This is the worst start I think I've ever seen Yuragi have.
It's up there for sure. They might get Taiga again here. Another shards in 4.
Brambles at the same time, Puppy. He's going to make him work for it at least. In fact, should be able to get out entirely. But yeah, Taiga's still being run down. Looks like he's still blocked in by that shards. BZM is here, but this too, they've farmed so much that BZM can't even get a kill off of this one. Puppy, he has another round of the Brambles. Chu actually gets the last hit before Puppy could cast a spell. So they do finally get themselves on the board. 8-1 is not an inspiring score if you're an OG fan.
Remember last game, Yuragi held his safe lane for so long. If you can ever do this versus these tempo offlaners, you're going to be, solo kill by Amar bottom. I was about to say,
that's big.
If this is what you want to have happen in this Timber Slark matchup where you abuse this Slark before he's level 5, he was so close to it too. Less than 30 XP off
Nisha's like, well, I'm sorry. Were you trying to gank me?
I gank you, sir.
Kicks Taiga out there. Not able to save his Observer Ward, but as you could see, nice little cute play there from BZM, dodging another meld hit. But it's just the matchup is just not fun for a puck.
Yuragi, you're not safe anywhere, son.
Zayat's absolutely merciless. Now the rotations are going to come in. They're going to use the black hole to finish off this Dusha.
Bringing
Can
everybody.
they get a counter kill somewhere through this? Rezo goes for the TP out. And the coil is there. It stops him just in time before the TP completes. BZM is actually a little bit low here, but Amar even joining in on this one. Snowball going out. Zayats, he's going to try and get that kill, but BZM will just barely live through it all.
He's going to have to walk to base. No TP. 5 heroes
no
for
way,
OG.
no way. Is he going to be able to get it? Oh, he snags him.
Haste Rune.
Real
Bless
quick.
Gabe today for Puppy. I mean,
check back on Chrysalis. Oh, he didn't get off the dark back before the stun.
It's a huge amount of XP for him. And yeah, Nisha's just been hitting this mid tower during all of that. TA is very happy if you leave her alone. This is one of those heroes.
Oh, yeah.
She'll soak it all up and soak it up very early. Very quick start for Secret.
And he's not doing a whole lot of like ancient hitting or anything.
Oh,
Instead, he's
taking it to him.
pressuring the mid tower. Every single time the puck leaves,
3 heroes for Secret. They want to fight with him. He's
yeah,
super
they're going to
high
roll
level.
on in. The dive cut off by Zayats as he comes in through the back door. A shard goes out, blocking in BZM. Now Chu is here, though. Gonna turn around, throw a little damage back
Just
at
for the
Zayats,
tower.
but the tower falls, and that's what Team Secret working towards all along. A level 5 Yuragi pushed back by the level 7 Crystallis Slark. He has nowhere to farm right now. And BZM may have no place to be able to run. He's got an orb, but it's only going to be short chunks away.
Didn't get up the cliff.
Can't get up the cliff and will be brought down. Nisha and Zayats get the kill on the enemy mid laner and bring themselves up now to a 4,000 net worth lead for Team Secret in 10 minutes. That is a huge lead for this early on.
Absolutely destructive. You cannot ask for a better early game if you're Heen here watching this one from the booth. You're like, all right. I mean, this is where you think the game's over, you know? Now you just take the advantage, push it into the mid-game, secure a Roche, and you're pretty happy here.
Yeah, in some way, the game is going to kind of play itself in that regard, right? Like, eventually they're going to find an opening where they're able to do Roshan. They'll use that Aegis to take more objectives, more ground. And OG, they're going to have to get creative in how they make the comeback.
Exactly, and the best way to do that is OG finds numbers advantage, especially around Timber. This Timber is still strong. He's their best hero. High levels, he does a crap ton of damage. Amar went for the pure damage build. He has 1 in armor. Not going to be tanky, but he's going to kill heroes if they overextend into him. Remember, OG still has very strong teamfight ults. Can they get there is another question. You know, they do have Egg off the back of the Tome, so at least something's coming online. They're smoking up the puck, trying to bait him. Nobody's falling for it, though. Rezo just clearing out jungle, happy to farm. Got a blink coming, actually.
Zayats, oh no! He lost sight of the ward.
He's tanky.
He is pretty tanky, and Resolution's going to come in with his full-out army, so they're going to have to pop the Supernova here. They're going to try and deal with it and should be able to in quick succession. The shots from Puppey and Resolution take down the egg. They trade
CM
1 for 1 off of
stuck in
that.
the back.
He's got another orb coming up. Oh, Chu just got destroyed by the TA. Threatening to terrorize. BZM is going to have to jump over to his orb here.
Got the Malefice.
Still on him, and the blink forward from Resolution. They're keeping the... Oh, no!
Did they think he was like invis or something?
I don't know. I
looks
think
so
they were
weird.
going to be able to just grab him on the edge there.
I mean, the thing is, Rezo had blink coming up too, right? So he just holds the hole. You wait
No,
for the
well,
last.
he blinked forward, right? He blinked forward to get in that position in the first
No, I
place.
think it was coming off. Yeah, maybe that's true. Still, that was a weird.
Yeah.
That was a weird go. It was like they thought he shadow amulet or something. Game isn't that over.
Crystallis. Uh-oh. No pounce for 5 seconds. Stun's going to land. Amar's going to get his full combo off here. Is that enough? Oh, he's not!
The pounce away.
That was an awkward chakram.
He's out of mana almost. Gonna stick up.
Yeah, stuns are going to rain through. He tries to throw out a chakram just to be able to slow him
Nisha
down. One
TP'd
more
with
timber
DD.
chain. The snowball almost catching him. Nisha with this double damage. It's enough.
More than
Easily enough, yeah. Now they're going to catch up to well, not Resolution. Resolution's going to catch up to Chu.
More kills for the ticker here. This game is getting out of control very fast. Who I thought was maybe going to have the best potential of keeping this mid-game on this puck with the limited stuns is suddenly in a position where, I mean, we were looking at that BZM Mars game earlier where he was like 0-10.
Yeah.
This is the roughest game I've seen for BZM. This one is it's getting close real fast. He is falling very far behind.
Yeah, he is the lowest net worth core in the game.
And Puck is not a hero that functions from this part.
Nisha
Almost
is
any
about
bigger
to
game.
double him up in net worth.
About to double him up in kills versus deaths, too.
Yeah.
Secret exacting some vengeance from last game.
It did feel like in many ways that Secret, they were playing pretty crisp, I would say. There was probably 2 notable times where I think they really stumbled, but I feel like all around their like team fighting and execution was pretty crisp throughout the like first 30 minutes of the game, but there did feel to be a certain kind of advantage to OG where they could just kind of like let the game continue and eventually they were going to be in a good place. That is not the case here, right? Like Secret's lineup scales pretty damn well.
especially the position they're in.
Yeah.
Because this is a lineup with the TA, the Slark, that can accelerate the Roshan and then use it to take over the map with the traps. The traps plus the Slark at night vision just makes it a nightmare for OG to get out here. You have to send this Timber in first, a Timber with no reactive armor stacks. Like, somebody's just getting black holed, and that's where your Stone Gaze, your Egg, are not going to be enough to save the guy, because Rezo's just going to jump hole you, and okay, you Stone Gaze him, the damage is still done.
Yeah.
Nisha gets a freer fight, this Slark gets a free fight, and the net worth advantage is just going to be able to, basically ram it down their throats.
All right, this is the Deso finish up for Nisha, so Roshan on the table at any point for Team Secret.
It's going to be coming soon. Like, they are extremely farmed, have no issues taking any of these early fights. I mean, they're still trying to get to this Witchblade for the puck. That's how far behind BZM is.
Seriously. And that's supposed to be like one of the items that actually makes this matchup a little bit more, endurable, I guess, for the puck. You've got some extra armor. Yep. You've got a better way to burn through refraction. Here's that Roshan.
I mean, by the time he has Witchblade, this TA is going to have Aegis plus BKB.
Yeah.
You're going to need a lot of Witchblade hits, my friend.
No, he's not. 7,000 net worth lead for Team Secret, 15-minute mark. As now, let's see how quickly they're able to close out the map. I really like your point about the TA and the Slark. Those are two cores that they're like win more cores, right? When they're ahead, they have certain tools that really allow them to control the map and really prevent the enemy team from getting anything.
And this Aegis perfectly lines up. 15 minutes, nighttime hits. They have the Aegis.
Oh, just straight up black hole him, no problem.
Absolute freebies. I mean, this is what I'm saying. Rezo has no fear at this point in the game, because even if you hit these ults, the damage is going to be done. He's on his way to BKB, man. This Enigma is incredibly far.
Look at Taiga. He's just trying to cut waves.
Well, kill some couriers.
Yeah, get it. Okay, courier kill number 1.
This is pretty annoying. Secret doesn't want to come back this part of the map.
Oh, I was hoping he was going to stick around for another round of cutting creeps.
I don't know if he'll regret this TP up here later. Amar getting stunned bottom.
S&Y complete for the Medusa.
Oh, they know Taiga's up here.
Yeah.
Very deep ward.
Almost finds him with the punch, too. Taiga slips on by through the night. Wants to be able to slow down this push. They don't want to give up a tier 2 too early. OG, they know.
Witchblade online. This is the best power spike they're going to get for a long time.
Yeah, if they can get the right kind of coil with the Supernova on the side, it's a pretty powerful combination. One that may not be able to kill heroes outright, but at least get them low.
Amar in the river getting stunned.
Uh-oh. In big trouble. He just finished up his Kaya. And that Yule Scepter isn't going to do a damn thing to save him here. 4 heroes of Team Secret show up in the mid lane and then can swarm. Look at him already drying up. Well, actually, that's a line from Chu saying they're going to go top and they're going to take that tier 2. And you can see OG's response. They're going to try and push out this creep wave as quick as possible. In fact, Secret even used the glyph there to protect the creeps to see if they can keep the creep wave alive in time. It does force BZM to stick around a little bit longer.
Yeah, they really want to kick him out of here. Cement the map control. Meanwhile, mid, Chu getting jumped. Oh,
Crystallis
showing mercy?
Should be able to catch it eventually, right? Or not.
There
Snowball on in. Taiga diving away, but is nowhere to run. He's surrounded. Hey, Crystallis is actually in trouble here. Oh, okay. Nice terrorize, though. Puppy's got to bail him out, and Crystallis is just far enough away. Starts getting that movement speed and regen. He's fine.
Map closing fast for OG. Traps controlling the top area. Slark controlling mid.
Oh, they got the
Not
pounce.
letting anybody out.
Should be able to jump to his orb. Very big difference in that matchup. He's actually going to use the coil to try and fight around the tier 2. Puppy, Yule is going down to dodge some of this damage. He does finish off Puppy, but the rest of Secret can quickly just swarm on in. Yeah, all the brambles in the world.
I mean, Puppy rushed the shard. Yeah. I really like the shard. I mean, I say rush it. He had the gold before 15. That's a good feeling, you know. You know you're winning the game where you're saving that money in the bank before you can even buy it.
Great idea against Timbersaw, who's probably going to use that Yules to try and get rid of the Curse Crown sometimes.
Yeah, lock him in the jungle with the brambles.
Make the Puck's life harder as well.
all the vision from OG disappearing off the map. Crystallis has been pinging every ward he runs into. Blink up for Zayats as well. This is where you can just abuse the traps. Like, you just see everything. Yep. Silence, blink in.
It's so hard to play the map. But maybe Team Secret have gotten a little ahead of themselves trying to dive in this deep for that kill. Zayats, bye-bye.
You know, give them a little bit of the map, you know? You don't have to take away their base quite yet.
You don't have to zone them away from their own tier 2, Zayats. Come on.
I mean, at that point, you're zoning them into the map. You're so deep. OG get a 5-on-4 if they want it. Still Aegis up for this TA.
Yeah, for 35 seconds. It's an awkward point. Nailed it. Look at all that physical damage. It's overwhelming the Timber size. So use the Yules. He's going to come back down into Resolution, who's popped the BKB. Doesn't see the opportunity. The Egg's going to successfully blow up here. A really good setup. The Age has been expended. They do have the black hole onto the puck. Crystal is going to jump onto that one. The puck does die. Nisha, meanwhile, burned through the refraction. They're jumping through him, and he's going to have some problems here. Saved by the snowball. Where is he going? On top of Yuragi. So when they come back through, the Chakram's going to pull back and finish off the Templar Assassin, but they got serious damage onto Yuragi. He's now dead. Amar self-Yules with the Timber Chain to bring him back down to quick escape. Very nicely played by him, and now chases after with the Tumbler Toy to get on top of the Slark, who does die. Amar throws Snowball through. Oh, Zayats, you are insane, my friend. He's still got Resolution around. Couldn't actually get the last hit on any of those kills. Taiga is going to be finished off by Resolution eventually here, and it looks like Chu is going to be chased down by Puppey as well. So Zayats, his turn, does set up 2 kills.
What a monster. He comes back in with the haste and arcane. He had that entire fight. Doubling up the rune, doubling up the power, going back to his carry days where right-click's got to get the job done.
Still, though, I mean, a great fight for OG considering how far, behind they are.
I mean, they got the full egg off. They killed the TA twice. Pull for the puck, but he's your lowest net worth hero. You're probably happy to take that. It's the best you're going to get. And Omar just gets a free fight. He's the one who's going to slay everybody. He is doing a tremendous amount of damage. Again, he's not that tanky if they can burst him.
Yeah, no, he's really not. So he went a very damage-focused build.
Yeah. I mean, he is the target that Secret should be focusing in these fights. He is all of OG's team fight at the moment. Maybe just letting him get away with too much there. And well, it is a Mar Timber. He tends to get away with a lot.
He does.
Now he's up to full Lotus Orb. So now he's getting a little tankier. The reactive armor stack's starting to come up. OG showing some signs of life here.
Yeah. And BZM almost has a Blink Dagger. So he's just going to keep on pushing this bottom wave in as much as possible. He does it for another wave or two. He'll have Blink. I'll open up some things, perhaps. The Shard is now here for Chu as well, which is a pretty big upgrade. I mean, you're talking about Slark, TA, and Tusk. 3 very physical damage heavy.
Yeah, this is a big power spike for OG. There's a lot of hidden EHP in this lineup. Between the mana shield, this Slark buff, the armor, if Taiga can bait some spells and then get an egg off, he's going to be super happy. He has the Shard for the extra Sunray. Pick up a gem as well. OG looking to take the fight to Secret now.
Zayats still holding on to the Snowball, used it last second. It's on the creep, so he's not going to go far.
Do not clump here. There's a big black hole waiting for you.
They're going to jump forward. Resolution, just a bit of a poke. Now Zayats, he followed through with that poke, but immediately overwhelmed by OG. Now Nisha's here. Throw some damage around. They're going to pop the Stone Gaze and start chasing. They got the silence onto the Slark as well. Looks like the stun going out onto Nisha with a Chakra on top. And they do have the black hole, but it's on top of the Supernova. Chrysalis comes through. They do finish off one hero, but Chrysalis getting low, and Taiga actually successfully explodes. 2-man stun out of Chrysalis and Resolution. The punch goes through, and the Phoenix does fall, but Amar is still alive, and he's still putting out the damage. Chrysalis did manage to get away. Couldn't finish off the puck, but Amar, he's able to finish off his opponent, and he's going to be able to catch up to the Slark as well. He's got a pounce, but he will not get far. Sliced down by Amar. Nisha, TP out. He is successfully going to be able to get away. OG win another fight against the odds.
Not enough damage to bring this Timbersaw down. Nisha getting zoned out of the fight. It was a decent hole. It does last the full duration. You're trading it for the egg. The idea is you kill the Timber, you'll win the fight, but Amar does not go down. By far dealing the most damage, gaining the most gold, carrying OG through what was a terrible early game for them. Suddenly not looking too bad. Again, their lineup, the EHP adds up. The team fight spells are there. Crystallis just can't stay in the fight along with Nisha. Once the BKBs are down, it's kind of a game of cat and mouse. Like, they have to be careful with when they pop these and engage. That's where that stone gaze is so pivotal. That wasn't even the best stone gaze.
Oh, no, it really wasn't. It felt like Secret could have full-on reset.
Yeah.
But opted to go back in.
It's also, I feel like Secret's unsure of who they want to jump and when. Like, Zayats is baiting all these spells out. He's kind of frontlining, playing with them. They jump the Sven here, but they don't really want to commit on Sven. I mean, it's a 5 Sven. Ideally, you find this Timber or this Dusa before Stone Gaze. Again, Nisha just getting zoned out here. If Nisha
here it is,
cannot
the
hit
group
people,
up. They go for the black hole, but the Supernova is already popped.
Yeah, I mean, if he caught all 3, that would have been just fight over.
Yeah.
So beautiful hole from Taiga. Yuragi just gets to sit there and hit everybody. The dream.
And also BZM. I mean, that was
How
so
does he
close.
live here?
Barely lives against the TA. I'm not sure if the TA got a miss, a high ground miss at all in that situation. But barely lived through the pounce hit that came from Chrysalis as well. Now they are going to be able to go for a second Roshan OG. They've got everything up. They've got everything up, but they're not going to get there in time.
Yeah, they're drawing a line to go very far around for this top lane. Maybe try and kill the guy after the Rosh. Sometimes when you do this Rosh, you get a little cocky, you know? It's like, oh, they don't want to fight us, they're weak, but OG kind of setting the trap here.
Yeah.
Baiting the fish.
Chrysalis.
They
He
can
picked up
silence
the
him.
shard. He's
Just
got a
BKB.
BKB, so they can force that out of him. That's the best they can hope for. They were not going to be able to get that kill.
Yeah, no Blink Dagger on this Sven. As much as he would wish he has one.
Yeah. Octarine already done for Resolution. So that is an item that not only is he going to be throwing around tons of spells, it's also going to speed up his farm just because he can summon these Eidolons faster.
He'll be pushing lanes with him too. If you can split OG up on the map, it's very nice for Secret here. Abuse the trap, abuse the nighttime vision, find the opening with the Slark ideally. That'll set up the fight for Nisha and Rezo here.
Yeah, they're very combo dependent, right? It's like Coil into Stone Gaze and Supernova.
Yeah, they want to land all of it at the same time. Ideally, near the end of Secret's BKB duration, where Secret just wants to jump with their cores, deal the burst.
Oh, what a stun for 2.
Stormhammer.
All right. They're going to follow that one up. Looks like the Depth Shroud might be able to bail them out for a time, but the
Stone Gaze
Supernova
egg.
right in front of everybody, and they're going to be able to
not
do that.
dying.
The Terrorize going out, the stun going down, the Stone Gaze almost saves the Supernova egg, but it does do serious damage. Zayat actually managed to get a blink backwards. BZM in pursuit. Hits him, gets him with the Witchblade. Zayat still has a decent amount of health. BZM is going to have to use a lot of health. It actually cuts through that Cursed Crown, immediately gets brambled. Doesn't
Weird
look like
engagement
Secret.
for OG
Isha.
now.
He's going to turn on to Chu. Chu just, all right, accept my death.
Like a good Sven. Going in for his boys.
Yeah, he really did.
What a Stormhammer, though. Where the hell did that come from?
It was just casual 3-man stun. Okay.
Chu playing Earthshaker again, or what? I mean, 3-man Stormhammer to set it up into the coil, into the egg, into the Stone Gaze, the exact type of fight OG wants. Amar just couldn't really get in there on top of them all, but Slark does go down pretty much instantly there. Remember, he had his BKB pop top earlier.
Yep.
Those little things matter.
Oh, certainly. Probably a big reason why they took that fight. Catching the puck, though, BZM.
That's a gem.
Gotta keep this guy down. And yeah, collecting the gem that Taiga had bought for him.
That's huge. That was the one thing giving OG some map control here versus the traps. The flip side is now they can give it to Slark, too, if he really wants it. Which is just devastating.
All right, so we got the Aghanim Scepter complete from Yuragi. I'm not sure if we actually had that one last fight or not. Did see several Stone Gazes around that Phoenix egg.
It helps protect the egg, an extra little mini stun that will, you know, help his Puck and Timber play the fights.
Yeah.
Interesting item purchase. Not the traditional build-up for this Medusa.
But it's an item, it's a build that is effective right now, right?
Yes.
And it feels like right now is the time where Team Secret could just win the game.
It's almost like if OG, if they feel like if they get through this period, they're going to be in a lot smoother sailing waters.
Yeah.
Not sure that's 100% true with how this Enigma can scale with a refresher. I can see the idea, though, and I mean, obviously the Ags is going to be good long-term as well.
Jumping out onto Resolution here. He just turns around. Okay. You're going to go on me. I'm going to BKB
Nobody's
Black
here,
Hole
though.
you. Nobody else is around. They do have the Snowball that's going to go out onto the Timber side. He's got a Lotus Orb, though. Is it expire? It does not. It stays up, and now he's in a Snowball that's going to go right back into the face of the Tusk and finish him off.
That was an aggressive go there from Rezo. Almost gets his two supports kind of baited a little. Zayat's dragging Puppey into the Snowball.
I mean, OG is doing a really good job of finding times where Team Secret are alone and forcing a resource out of them. That's twice now they've went on a core and forced a BKB usage that like ends up being a good fight for OG.
I also can't help but feel, though, that Secret's just not combining the cores in the right manner, right? If one of these high damage cores is playing with Rezo when he wants to aggressively hold like this, it can work out for them. That's going to be Gem going back OG's way as well. So that network swing that was good. It's a dieback from Puppey.
Now he's dead for 70 seconds. Things are crumbling for Team Secret here.
The momentum from this early game feels like it's evaporated in the last 10 minutes here. I don't know if Secret have much going for them. I mean, they've had Aegis this whole time.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They haven't even been able to use it.
Yeah, if Team Secret lose this game, I feel like this is one of those games they're going to need a hard talking to. Because it felt like, it felt like it should have been, at least, you know, if the game does go against you, it should have been harder for OG to wrest it from your control this quickly.
Yes. To me, it goes back to this Omar Timber was the one strong hero OG had to win those fights. Just don't let him have those free early mid-game fights. That's easier said than done versus arguably the best Timbersaw in the world.
Sure. But
still, I think Secret had the whole map. They had the traps. They had the vision. They had the Aegises. It's just not synced up. You need to sync this Enigma's control with either your Slark or your TA to bring down at least one or two of these OG heroes during that duration. Otherwise, the fight's going to be hard. And again, Rezo, Invis here. Full up in 5.
He played for the puck. It's a build we've seen quite a lot against these TAs.
If Secret doesn't want to fight now, are we just in a scenario where you're waiting for the next Roshan?
Oh,
that's a long way away.
Yeah.
And it feels like that's a long time for Medusa to just farm some triangle, you know? Yuragi is slowly catching up in this game. Going for Butterfly now. That is going to be an insane power spike for OG here. The damage output, the tank ability, there's not going to be any evasion Pierce on this Secret lineup for a long time. Nisha decided to go dataless Butterfly of his own. And he hits really hard. This build tells me it's even more important that Secret syncs up these disables with Nisha going in during his BKB.
Right.
If they cannot sync that up, the long fight is 100% going to go OG's way. Shiva's for Amar as well.
Yeah, that's a huge pickup. Rezo is working towards that refresher, but is going to need a few minutes to complete it. He actually jumps forward here, protecting the ward. Chu is actually going to be caught by that shard. Really nicely placed from Zayat. D-Bleed's going to come through, help out Chu, but nobody really wants to commit themselves. Chu, the TA trap is going to go down. The black hole being used to be able to catch the Timbersaw. That all-important hero is dead. And he's actually gone for 70 seconds, too.
Yeah, I mean, Chu gets out of there, but the bigger fish has been reeled in, and Rezo, this time, he had the Slark and the Dark Willow with him. More than enough damage to finish the Timber off in the hole. That's what he was looking for earlier. That's also the power of this Octarine build. He wants to be able to just hold a solo hero when he finds him, get the kill, get the map advantage for his team. Holds up at 90 seconds again. Well, there's a little Arcane Rune, too, to speed up your Eidolons.
You know, that is a good point. You were talking about, like, comboing up the cores. Even just a Dark Willow with the black hole.
It's the strength of the hero.
It's a huge amount of damage that would have been able to get kills.
It's going in again.
Rezo forces it. Now, they do have a nice dodge from BZM, but it gets silenced. Ooh. Nice setup from Nisha.
The burst.
Gives over the tip. Chrysalis now gets on top of Yuragi. Just completed that butterfly. They just get the stone gaze out of him and let him get on back to that base. Secret is more than content just to be able to control the map at this point. They've got 45 seconds still on the puck, so they can poke for the high ground.
Nisha, he has everything he wants at this point. Almost fully slotted. Even Elven Tunic for some evasion. He hits, and he hits very hard. Probably a tier 3 down. They do have
this could be really interesting. The refresher is flying out for resolution.
Yeah, hole in 30. I think you wait for double hole here. And it feels good to maybe take that fight without puck, but not going into the high ground. Not when there's a Roshan that you have to fight for the control coming up here. Control the vision, control the fight, control the game. This was an aggressive blink by Rezo. He doesn't have BKB, he doesn't have hold. He's just trying to bait OG into overextending, and they got it right. They got the puck kill on the backside with the TA.
OG moving fast.
They don't want to give up
smoke
Roche.
out. As you said, it's time to control the Roshan pit. It's going to be a later Roshan, though. It spawns in 2 minutes.
I mean, this is a big move for them. They get the outpost back. They get the vision control. D-Ward, Secrets wards. Again, Gem is still on their side on this Medusa, even. Not the most traditional Gem carry, but she'll take it.
Sure. She's got the space. Why not?
I like how Chu's carrying this Ring of Aquila, you know? Just get the armor ores going. Yeah, maximize that. You know, you got your Aquila, you got your Buckler,
Where's
you got
the
your
Vlad?
War
It's gonna
Cry.
be more.
Everybody's going to be sitting on 40 or 50 armor on this OG side. The upside for Secret, though, is that's where this, you know, Dark Willow Enigma lineup thrives. You have the Refresher on Resolution now.
Yep.
You have this Yules and Shard on Puppy. There's a lot of magical bursting come out from Secret.
And Slark also won't hate long, drawn-out fights, necessarily.
I mean, as long as he's not stunned, yeah, he's going to be having a good time. He's a lot tankier now, you know? He's got a full Scotty up. He's got his Brigand's Blade cooking. He's got his Depth Shroud. I mean, Depth Shroud is something that can really help Nisha disengage as well if he gets caught.
Oh, no. Nisha had the refraction, so even as he took damage, was able to blink away upon that smoke break from OG.
Secret's coming in. Smoked. Trying to bait this TA vision-wise. Potentially wrap around the back. Nighttime hits as well.
Who's going to lead the charge here?
Zach
Chrysalis,
plants
he's
a
going to
ward.
show first. Spot shoe. Oh, the
got
Soaking
snaked.
actually hit it by the stone. No, Resolution will not be able to get off the black hole. And now the Supernova pops with nobody nearby. Nisha starts hitting it, but that's
No
not
way
a
to
winning
kill that.
engagement. He's got to force staff himself back out. Blink away in 3, 2, 1. Jumps away to the trees. TP's out. Do they find him? No chance.
How the hell did he hit that snake so fast?
I don't know.
They didn't have vision. It was just...
Did he actually cast the snake on the Enigma, or had he already cast it on somebody else and it bounced?
Maybe, but either way, what a game-winning snake potentially here. I guess...
Oh
He
my
just
god,
hit
he
him.
threw it on the Centaur creep and it bounced and hit the Enigma.
All
what
right.
a godly
All
play.
right. I've seen some crazy stuff in my time, but that is absolutely absurd. Secret had all the vision in the world.
That is insane, Yuragi. What kind of prediction is that?
Maybe luck more than prediction.
I don't
Either way,
know.
puts them in a position where suddenly they're the ones taking Roshan in Secret's face. Rezo has 2 holes. Didn't get to use any of them. Aegis Refresher Shard as well.
Secret gonna dive in there? No, Roshan, it's dead. The supports do what they can, and maybe they'll pick apart Chu, but otherwise the spoils of war are gonna go over
Using
to
the
OG.
timber. He's pretty
Maybe
deep.
Amar. He's gonna be able to get to low ground here.
I mean, this is
Anybody want to
stats.
help him out? No. OG's
bailed.
gonna leave him behind.
Give Slark all the stacks.
Yeah, just let the Slark do the work. All right.
Something off that. Still highway robbery for OG. I thought that fight was going to be disastrous. I mean, the ward planted by the Tusk, the smoke wraparound, they were kind of focusing on this TA. Like you said, maybe a lucky bounce. Maybe just Yuragi reading the game.
Oh, they found
like a
another.
god. Yeah, there's the hole.
Oh, man. BZM, he's really going to regret that one because he does not have buyback. The other guys did. Amar could have bought back for this.
I mean, they're poking. They know Timber's dead. They know Puck has no buy. Nisha trying to force the issue. Resolution did refresh, so he already has Black Hole back up. Secret definitely want to go here if OG shows the opening, Aegis or not.
Backdoor protection will stall things a little bit, but it's inevitable, it seems. Secret is going to get this lane. Will they get 2? 25 seconds left for Amar. It seems like OG will give them the 2, saying that if they don't have BZM, there's no point in maybe trying to do some sort of half-hearted defense and then maybe throwing away the game.
I don't know if Secret
Well,
wants
they'll
to
try.
get caught here either, though. You still have to respect the 2 lives on this Medusa.
Gonna pop Chu, see if they can take away this armor aura, and they
Take
do.
the freebie.
Terrorize gonna be used onto Uraki. He gets off the Stone Gaze, but everybody else from Secret is already disengaged. Well,
Crystal
I
is still
say
in the
everybody.
base.
Chrysalis, he's still in the middle of that. He's gonna pop some BKB and TP out.
All right, all right.
Anybody else from Secret gonna get caught? Amar's gonna chase, but I think they're long gone.
Decent disengage from Secret. get another freebie on the Sven. Some more, you know, Essen shifts for Slark. He's up to 10 per Magi.
All right, so OG do manage to keep it to just the 1 lane of barracks. They lost the second tier 3, but all in all, not the worst. This game can still turn. Level 25 on the Templar Assassin, though. Big power spike there. That is
absolutely huge for the refraction instances. Something else to watch out for. Refresher Shard and Hex on Taiga. They gave it over to him. This is double Sheep and double level 3 Egg that he just hit as well.
interesting.
Huge amount of control and damage that I don't know if Secret's going to expect because they haven't really been able to jump on this Phoenix trying to get through this Medusa who's still rocking Aegis Cheese.
So what is the play? Do you think they're going to try and burst down Nisha?
Maybe. If he blinks in, he doesn't BKB, he might just get hexed. The Slark as well has to think about it, right? These Secret cores really want to hold their BKBs unless Rezo finds the jump. If Rezo just BKB, blink, black holes their cores, Secret's very happy to take that fight. Unfortunate thing is they're going to have to wait out this Aegis because it's causing them issues, right? You don't want to just black hole this Aegis Medusa. There's no point. It's out in a minute 30. Just control the map, find your window. That said,
Yuragi?
he's out very far.
Yuragi? Where are you, son? What are you doing here? Well, that's going to be the first life. The upside is OG, they can still fight for the second life. They're going to throw down the Supernova right as the first death goes through. And they do manage to catch him with the Hex, with the stun. Nisha barely getting off the BKB, but the refraction charges, they're just barely enough. He blinks back, TP's out. He's away to safety. Zion's using his own BKB with the help of Chrysalis to turn around and start putting some damage onto Amar. Timber chains backwards. Looks like Puppey is going to be caught in the 5-position battle between Chu and Puppey. Now the black hole
beautiful.
Catching the 2. Will be able to finish off 1. It looks like a nice save there from BCM, but the second black hole is still ready to go.
Round 2.
They're going to be able to catch the Dusa again, and this time the Timber saw the snowball coming through. Yuragi eats the cheese though, and the damage now turning back into the favor of Team Secret as Chrysalis is trying to pounce himself away. Nisha is still here, standing and delivering up against Yuragi. The butterfly, he actually caught him. The Slark goes down. Nisha's left alone as the sole damage dealer, as just Resolution sitting on the side trying to help out. They actually go for the buyback now. Make sure Nisha doesn't die, but the side comes through. They've caught Resolution. He turns around, pulls him up. Nisha does manage to catch BZM just in the nick of time. The Supernova will scare away the 2 cores, so this buyback of the Slark may not be effective in catching anything else.
I thought he was going to triple side blade him there for a moment. Nisha lining him up perfectly. This fight lasts so long, he TPs to base, heals, comes back, and still ends up dealing the most damage in that fight, despite Rezo landing 2 black holes on this Medusa. She is so tanky, just sitting there chilling. Sunrays, double egg, definitely putting the pressure on. Still Taiga buyback, a Mar buyback, and a Crystallis buyback.
I mean, that's a lot. OG, they do have a serious win condition now, and that the Slark could just die back in the next fight.
I mean, this hole was huge because Taiga has a second egg here. And if he gets that second egg off,
I mean, look at the combination of abilities. Using the E-Blade on the Dusa, Chrysalis then turns and tries to hit Amar, but he managed to get off the Yules before the second black hole, so there was a ton of time where they just weren't hitting heroes.
Yeah, and this cheese coming in clutch as well. Yuragi gets to heal up after all of this. Just sitting in the Midnight Pulse the whole time.
And then BZM also chased down Chrysalis as Chrysalis is playing on the low ground, but BZM caught him right there.
Doing God's work.
Very well played.
After all said and done, still a very even game. Probably a win for Secret. I feel like just getting this Timbersaw buyback, considering how influential he's been in this game.
That's true. I mean, Chrysalis, he may be the quote-unquote carry here, but even if he dies on diebacks, it feels like Nisha's the one pulling most of the weight when it comes to the damage in fights.
It's about this Templar Assassin. If Nisha can stay in live, he is the consistent damage outside of Midnight Pulse Black Hole. Which, again, if OG doesn't have Aegis Cheese there, that's a very different fight. Those Black Holes will commit the Medusa to death.
Yeah. Speaking of, it's back up. And it's just so hard. Octarine, Spell Prism, it feels like the black hole's always up.
There's a
2-man grouped up. Rezo sees the opportunity, but they decline. They decline the invite to a fight. They back away to their, well, not their, but effectively theirs, the Dire Triangle.
He was thinking about that one.
What about that? What was the trigger there?
I don't think he saw all of what we saw. Maybe he loses them on Fog for a second. Maybe he thinks there's something else lurking there. I don't know. That looked pretty good from our vision, but of course, we are omniscience, Cap.
True. That Aghanim Scepter. I mean, that's a huge upgrade. Additional damage plus the pull, super dangerous as well. I mean, somebody gets stunned while they're also being pulled.
Yep.
Straight into the black hole you go.
This game has become a game where you play around these black holes. And
Yeah.
I think it's another reason you almost want to wait for the nighttime. Crystallis' best aspect in this game is giving the nighttime vision for Rezo to be able to find those jumps, or even Zayats to, you know, make some chaos, start the fight. It'll set up the holes when the OG clumps. Got to think about your daytime, nighttime intervals here. What you try and abuse. At the same time, OG, best way to secure vision is probably baiting someone, which might just be Chu's job. Sometimes the best ward is your 5. I've learned that many a times.
Yeah. Were you a good ward for your team?
I was the best. By that I mean I fed.
Got a lot of information, guys. 11,000 net worth lead, but it feels like a game that is on just a knife's edge. It all comes down to these black hole executions. If Resolution can hit them, very likely Team Secret will eventually find that team fight win that closes out the game. But OG, they've shown themselves to be quite precocious and have just not been giving those openings freely.
Rezo, he really wants to hole anything he can find here. He's got the ninja gear. Swapping it out with this spell prism keeps him aggressive on the map. Again, they kind of know OG has no vision because you can just use this Slark.
Yeah.
You feel very secure taking these aggressive positions, waiting for next Roshan. Still no buyback for those 2 OG heroes for 3 minutes here on Timber and Phoenix. Very important. Buybacks become the most important thing in a game like this because it's all about Resolution's ultimates allowing Nisha to get in and take the fight. If they can use buybacks to negate the power of those ults, abuse the cooldowns, suddenly you find yourself losing your entire map.
Yeah.
So hope they're keeping track numbers-wise, you know. Also, Zayat's quietly building into an Ags. This could also be a huge game-breaking item. He blink in, snowball kicks someone out, displaces the entire fight. Very annoying for OG who want to clump, play around the ball, play around their ultimates. He's a ways away. This game could go the
wrap
distance.
around, but Chu's in a good position to break that smoke.
Yeah, he is the ward. They have high ground vision here. Crystal is trying to bait.
Okay, Chu jumps forward, misses. Depth Shroud, just the extra protection, just in case. And back over to the triangle they go. It seems to be the safe space for Team Secret. A little bit surprised they haven't taken this bottom tier 2 yet.
He's just thinking about it. At this point, though, does it have much influence on the game? Probably not. If anything, Secret just wants to use this mid lane to their advantage. It's always going to force someone to show from OG.
I mean, if vision is so important, wouldn't a better way of trying to attack this part of the map, instead of walking into them, wouldn't it be better to pressure bottom and just like force them to fight into the triangle instead?
I mean, you can take this tier 2 bottom, start hitting the tier 3 bottom, force someone to come back.
Yeah.
They might be afraid of just getting jumped and, you know, you're taking a fight near OG's base where they can abuse buybacks versus a very cooldown dependent team fight. Might be one of Secret's worries. At the same time, yeah, I tend to agree. This bottom lane can probably be getting pressured harder for Team Secret here.
Yeah,
Even
I mean,
just putting Eidolons.
Yeah, I was going to say, they've got a free push with the Eidolons every single time, so.
I mean, Rezo's got bots, and this is a very low cooldown bots, 25 seconds. I think, yeah, you should be pressuring his bottom lane with Eidolons, forcing OG to give you more information. Any type of information is insanely useful in this type of game. And Roshan is up. Secret know it. OG don't.
Refresher Shard and Aghanim Scepter. I mean, that is far too dangerous to give to Team Secret. They've got enough black holes as it is. Give a man a third hole, he won't even know what to do with it, so.
Yeah.
They're going to have to defend this.
The buybacks are coming up 30 seconds here. OG really want to abuse these buybacks on Dire Outpost.
All right. Secret. They've already started poking at this Roshan.
just
OG,
dead.
they're just not even going to get inside the pit in time. The Fire Spirits go out and they say, oh no, Roshan's already dead, guys. What do we do? Amar actually jumping in, trying to grab whatever he can there, but the Aegis, most of the spells have already been picked up. He's going to Timber Chain back out. Chrysalis did take a heap of damage there, but with the BKB, he should be able to walk away. The Scythe being used from Taiga as he dives on through. Looks like they could catch Zayats here as he uses his BKB, but slowed down by the Scotty. BZM Not even going to chase after that. They don't even think it's worth trying to chase after a toss. So ultimately, Secret, very clean.
Yep,
they get everything out. They've got the cheese, the Aghanim Scepter on the TA.
Which is big because now he can split push and exert the pressure on his own.
Oh,
He's
that's
nearly
also with the Refresher Shard, right? And there it is. So they got all the spoils.
Oh, even more black holes. You know, in case you needed another one. Here you go.
All right, all right, all right. An Aghanim Scepter soon to be picked up as well, so... I mean, it could, with the Aghanim Scepter, it may start off as a one-man black hole, and by the third one, it could be a five-man.
Yeah. The ultimate Hoover vacuum here, just sucking them all in forever. I mean, you could kick someone into a black hole, too.
And they've got some further options now against the Butterfly. They just picked up MKB on the Slark and Bloodthorn on the TA. So their ability to focus down this Deuce is just, like, amplified by a significant level.
He does not seem too tanky anymore.
No.
He is going to melt. This is the part of the game where Secret supports also can shine. Like, they can control where these OG heroes can move despite BKBs with the shards, the punches, the brambles. These things add up over the course of a long fight and just become so obnoxious. Like, you're going to get caught in something at some point, you know?
Yeah.
And then, boom, the black holes come in. So, it's almost getting to the point where OG has to jump them with these hexes. Swoop in, hex someone, try and take the fight. Octarine Puck.
Zayat's once again making himself a target because of the BKB. He's got ready to go. Resolution is on his way. Even blinking already just to get closer to the team fight. Stalls out though.
Oh, Arcane Rune. 80-second black hole. Of course, it doesn't matter because he's going to refresh everything anyway. But
yeah, it is funny. What's his Eidolon cooldown down to?
A casual 19 seconds.
Yeah.
I mean, he's putting the Spell Prism in now, so it's going to go even lower. 16.
You can actually technically get a third round of Eidolons.
A 74-second black hole. Now that's... You're almost getting under a minute there.
It's true, a minute is 60 seconds. Resolution jumps inside the base. They're going to go straight up. One black hole. That's going to be a Phoenix down. Buyback is available, though.
Blinked out.
Refresh,
Reset.
blink out, Chrysalis inside the base, but not for long. Pounces back down. Okay.
Ooh, Zayats, you are very deep, my friend.
What?
Y'all didn't even see him back there,
What?
huh? He just got caught.
What is he doing
He didn't get the
there?
memo that, you know, it was reset time. He was ready to go.
I was like, damn. All right, pretty clean. Amar actually jumping forward. All right, second black hole is raring to go. Amar, he'll be the victim of that one. Another refresh used. Resolution now going to blink forward. They have the TA trap to start slowing down some of these heroes. He sees it, but this is it. The 8 goes off first. Resolution's third black hole is denied. And now he's caught inside the coil, caught inside the supernova. Doesn't explode on him to a butt, but BZM should be able to get this kill. Chrysalis, he's trying to go for the bashes onto the puck. Won't be able to get it on the side. Amar is going to start lining up for Nisha. They've got the Scythe of Ice onto the Nisha. TA who's getting ripped apart. The force staff over the cliff. Attempts to go into the trap, and he get it! The Aghanim Scepter pickup saves the day. Nisha survives.
The brink of death, he finds escape. This man is the actual Houdini of this series.
Unbelievable. These two mid laners have had incredible performances, man. Nisha had one hell of a game one, but still lost. BZM equaled him when it came to the play in this game. Nisha just barely able to get out in this moment. 4-stat BKB using that channeling time. I hate that, Ags. I'm just saying, I hate it.
Well, that means it must be good, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Coil on him top.
Okay, he's going to force
think they
and
have
break the
refraction
coil
break,
pretty
but-
early. Turns around, Bloodthorn, but he's got the
not.
E-Blade to protect himself. Nisha will be able to once again just jump to a trap. It's so hard to catch this hero.
Glad I retired, man. Trying to catch mids in this meta.
Yeah, seriously. Just some 5 position. There's some hero just popping in and out.
Yeah, you're chewing this game. You got a storm hammer. You're like, I'll catch him, boys. Don't worry.
Yeah, you pump fake it like 30 times.
He might
Chrysalis.
catch him. He got caught.
Okay, chew. He's going to die here trying to start a fight. The Chrysalis BKB is on cooldown, though.
Remember, Amar has no buyback.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be awkward. Nisha, he's actually pretty far away. He's channeled to a trap, but he's still pretty far. The kickback goes through. The snowball is going to try and keep him there with a pounce as well. Nisha's going to jump forward and go for Taiga at the same time. Amar is going to be able to timber chain away to the side. They got the scythe onto Nisha. And BZM, he's going to start focusing him down if he can. Keep him in place with the coil. The Stone Gaze are The gaze. Oh, there comes the black hole. Resolution.
No
First
gaze.
one going to be thrown down onto the Deuce.
Sucking
The
him
Deuce
in.
is going to be able to survive through it, but the second round, that's going to be able to catch the Timbersaw as well. The Supernova explodes, though, stopping the second black hole shy, but it's enough damage to be able to kill the Deuce on immediate buyback. Resolution trying to work his way back. He does have that BKB defense against the Witchblade. Zayats, meanwhile, is trying to finish off Amar. No such luck. Not enough damage. Turns around, throws out the shards. The Bloodthorn. Oh, it's ripping through these heroes. Both of them are going to fall. Chu and BZM die. Immediate buybacks being used, but Secret have already full retreated. They're going to keep everyone else alive. It's only Puppey who ultimately lies dead.
3 buybacks for 2. Secret definitely winning off the back of that fight. Getting 2 core buybacks out of OG for nothing. No Roshan to even contest here. Double damage for Crystal S in the river. Damn, those are some black holes if I've ever seen him, man. He just jumped that Medusa, hoping that he's faster than the Stone Gaze. He indeed was.
And like, even if he's not, it's Midnight Pulse and a black hole that's at least going to get a second or two in. That's also doing percentage-based damage. He throws another Midnight Pulse. Like, even if you stop these black holes, the Deuce is still getting walloped by damage.
At that point, you just unplug your keyboard if you're Roggy and A-click their base, unplug your keyboard. Yeah. That's all I'm doing, boys. I'm not going anywhere. I'm never getting out. I hope we win the fight. There's too many brambles, too many shards, the kicks, the punches, being super annoying for BZM.
There's the kickback onto Amar. Self-fuels to buy a little bit of time here.
It's a huge kill.
It's going to come through the side. They're going to try and blow him up. But E-Blade is buying him a little bit more. Timber Chain throw away, but Snowball stops him. Science cuts him down. That's a dead hero for 2 minutes, as now he's struggling to get out, but the coil will snap his neck. Chrysalis, he's going to jump forward, catching up. They're not going to allow this Medusa to walk away. The Bloodthorn is allowing them to shred through this Medusa. Uragi's going to fall. Taiga, he's not getting anywhere either. Hello, sir. Would you welcome to the abyss? Resolution sends him down, and that is a GG called out. OG, they fought long and hard for this one, but it did feel like it was just too much of an advantage. Too much early, too much late, too many black holes, too much net worth.
Nothing in the middle, but Secret get the job done. Rough mid-game. Still, Rezo keeping his cool.